Halle Berry's ex-husband says he left because he couldn't see her as mother of his kids. She don't cook, clean, don't really seem motherly.
We never had any major issues like that. It's just that because I was young and had only been in, honestly, one real relationship before her, my knowledge and my understanding, my wisdom around relationships just wasn't vast. So I'm looking at my mom, and I'm a Midwest guy. So in my mind, I'm thinking a wife at that time should cook, clean.
Traditional.
You know, and then I'm thinking, okay, if we have kids, you know, is this the woman I want to have kids with and build a family with? And at that time, as a young guy, she don't cook, don't clean, don't really seem like motherly. And then we start having issues.
A man who wants a wife and mother for his children can't build that dream with a woman who flat out refuses the role. Before marriage, a woman should be upfront. Can she nurture, cook, create a home, or is that beneath her? Men aren't asking for servants. They're asking for partners who value family. But traditional wives are nearly extinct in the West, replaced by don't need no man slogans. Now, stepping into the kitchen feels like an ego hit to many women, not an act of love. You can't raise a family on pride and take-out menus.
It really wasn't a lot of negative attention until I decided to leave her in 1996. You know, I remember Halle saying to me, you know, hey, she asked me to marry her after knowing me for 5 months. I said, okay, because I couldn't say no.
I mean, yeah, who's going to say no at that time?
You know, and I said, okay, but I don't know if my heart was really into it.
Right.
But I didn't want to make her feel bad and say no.
In the moment,
You know, or like, I was just in the moment. It caught me off guard. But I was like, cool, we getting along, we vibing. Again, we're only 5 months in, you know, we still in the honeymoon state. But we spent a lot of time apart because she was doing movies in this country, that country. We probably could have made it if I knew about therapy. If we knew about therapy.
Classic case of a man getting swept up in her stardom before he even knew what hit him. She proposed, he froze, young, caught off guard, and too polite to say no. That's not romance, that's pressure wrapped in glitz. Men need to realize powerful women don't pause their world for you. If you don't stand your ground, you'll just be a prop in their storyline. Success doesn't make her immune to using you as a pawn, it makes it easier.
We were out to lunch in LA, and I remember I'm from Cincinnati, man. I ain't even in LA scene like that. And she see an actor that she worked with one time, and he came in, hey, kissed him on the lips.
Oh.
What are we doing around here?
Was he European or American? I'm confused.
American.
What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, so I know this is going to be a conversation. So we get home and I ask about that. Oh, that's what we do in LA. Oh, okay then. So now her manager and I used to go to this restaurant all the time. I had a young lady at the front seat us all the time. We went there so much, she became so friendly. We got to hugging her every time we come in. Hey, how you doing? Just regular hug. Take Halle and his wife to lunch one time. I said, Halle, this is such and such, this is Halle, right? Halle looked at that girl, saw how fine she was. Man, she gave her one of them, like barely touched her hand, right? Just played her crazy. I was embarrassed, bro. I was like, but wait, hold on. I just hugged the girl.
Right.
You kissed this dude, and you mad at me because I hugged the girl?
So it's totally fine for her to kiss another man on the lips, because that's just LA. But the second her husband hugs a woman, it's treated like a crime scene. The double standard couldn't be louder if it had a megaphone. Modern entitlement lets women rewrite the rules mid-game to suit themselves. Your loyalty is mandatory, hers is situational. One rule for her ego, another for your dignity, and somehow you're the bad guy for even pointing it out.
Well, anyway, the honeymoon stage was over, right? And now it's just David and Halle. And when it's just David and Halle, I just realized this is not the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. So February 1996, I told her, hey, I can't do this no more. We don't have any kids. You said you wouldn't want any money from me because really she didn't have any money. I was the one who bought the house in LA. I was the one who had my house in Atlanta. I'm really footing everything. And I said, you know, you said you didn't want any money, so we don't have any kids. We should just make a clean break. And she was like, no. No. And then all of a sudden I find out I got all these women. I find out I'm doing all this other stuff. And so what she was doing is, see, I'm just an athlete. I don't have managers. I don't have this system behind me. She got managers. She got all this kind of stuff.
She got the machine.
She got the machine. So you got the machine now coming against me. And I remember my mom saying to me, she was like, listen, baby, all the media want to do is see you two, you young black kids fighting with each other. She said, you just take the high road, let her say whatever she want to say, but I don't want you out here talking bad about that girl. My mama said this to me. I'm an only child, raised with just my mom. What my mom said was gospel.
Right.
So I said, okay, mom, I won't salt her like that in public. I might talk a lot of junk to the boys, but I ain't gonna say nothing in public. And I didn't, man. I didn't. I just watched her say all this stuff about me, and I was like, and so crazy is the one thing that probably I would say hurt the most is Halle had a relationship with a gentleman who hit her on the side of the head. And so she lost some hearing, but she never made him public. And I'm not gonna make him public because I ain't gonna do him like that. I know who it is. But for people to think, oh, it had to be David Justice because the only person they associated her with was me. Now she said it was a former boyfriend. I'm not a former boyfriend, I was her husband.
Right.
That's different.
Big difference.
But literally from 96 until even today, sometimes I'll see something on social media. Well, he hit her in the head. And I'm like, that's just a quick Google search.
Yeah.
Do a quick Google search. That girl ain't never said I hit her in the head. But one thing I didn't like is, but she let you think that.
Right.
She let the world think it.
That's tough.
She didn't come out and say,
That wasn't him.
oh, no, it wasn't David.
Man, she straight up hung him out to dry. Let the world think he was some woman beater. She didn't even have to say it. Just stayed quiet and let the rumor do the work. And this dude, loyal to a fault, kept his mouth shut like some noble knight in a rigged game. That's the trap. Women know silence kills reputations faster than lies. She had the machine, the media, the sympathy, and she used it like a damn weapon. Meanwhile, he's left swallowing his pride while she builds her victim halo. Bitter? Nah, that's calculated, cold-blooded character assassination.
I always say it like this, man. If I was so bad, you would think she would keep my name out of her mouth. She would be so happy I left, right? If I was so bad as a husband, she'd be like, whoa, I'm so glad he left me, boy. Because it ain't like it was hard for her to find a next dude, right? She kept my name in her mouth because she wanted to be with me. She wanted us to work out. You know what I mean? And I know now that I've gotten a lot older and I look back, you know, that girl really did love me. I can see why she would be so mad at me. Because imagine if you really love somebody and they tell you they want to break up and there ain't nothing you can say to get them back. That's had to be tough on her. I just wasn't emotionally mature at that age to really truly understand the magnitude of how she was really feeling. And I would have did things different back then too. When I left her, I didn't even talk to her no more. Like, that is so, that like, I didn't even ease out. Hey, I don't want to be together no more. Gone. You see? I mean, I could have massaged that better, Matt. I could have.
This is feminism in a nutshell. Turn every breakup into a victim story, milk the narrative, and never take accountability. They'll drag your name for decades just to stay relevant in the sympathy Olympics. It's not about closure, it's about control. Weaponized heartbreak is their favorite currency.
Who has Halle Berry dated? LaShawn Boyd, 1983 to 1984. Danny Wood, 1988. John Ronan, 1989 to 1991. Wesley Snipes, 1990. Eddie Murphy, 1991 to 1992. Christopher Williams, 1991 to 1992. David Justice, married, 1993 to 1997. Shamar Moore, 1996 to 1998. Eric Benet, married, 2001 to 2005. Gabriel Aubry, 2005 to 2010. Olivier Martinez, married, 2013 to 2016. Alex da Kid, 2017. Van Hunt, 2020 to present.
She switches men like outfits, and the common denominator isn't the guys, it's her. When every relationship fails, at some point you gotta admit it's not bad luck, it's bad character. New man, same ending every single time. You can't fix a revolving door lifestyle. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.